Okay, I want to start selling lures, so I'm going to try to make one that's really nice today. I'll take you along for the ride. Hell no. Okay, I want to start selling lures, so today I'm going to make one, and it's going to be a really nice one. Okay, to make a proper lure, it has to be like equal on both sides, so I'm going to try to draw that right now. Decided to do a simple crankbait because it's fairly easy and I know it very well. First I'm going to cut out a square where it is, and then I'm going to start carving with my knife. I got my piece out, let's start carving. Now I'm going to take it to the belt sander to refine it a bit more before using the sandpaper on it. Sandpaper on it just to get it to right where I want it to be. I took it back to the belt sander because it wasn't doing much. A little left at the tail there, so I'm just taking it to the belt sander to grind it off. And it's a little bit wonky too. Most of the time the grinder can get most of it, but the edges there, sometimes it doesn't do the best on those. I'm taking the sandpaper to it to smooth out those edges. I got the shape pretty well, but it's still a little wide. So I'm gonna make this, yeah. This is where I have to be really careful, because if I don't make these lines even, then it won't swim perfectly. What I'm going to do is take a piece of paper, fold a little chunk off, and then fold it in half, and trace one side, and then cut it out, and put it on top of this, and trace it on that after it's folded out, because then it'll be equal on both sides. So I ripped the piece out, and I folded it in half, and now I'm going to trace kind of like a half an oval on it, because, I don't know, it's round. So something like that. I'm going to find some scissors and go cut this out. These are kind of big, but I think they'll work. They did not work. Okay, I found the right ones. It's still a little too wide, so I'm going to fold it in half and trim it up again. This is a lot better. I'm going to use these pins to pin it because I couldn't find any tape. This is how it looks. I traced it out. I can take these out and get rid of this paper. Alright, we got it traced out. Let's carve it. Take it to the grinder. I think it's a little bit thick, but the edges should smooth it up. These contour lines, so that that's where I put my knife, but this is where it gets sketchy, because if I mess up, then it won't be even. I did a pretty good job, but I definitely need to make more of a slope going along the edge here. Definitely a lot better. Now let me do it to the other side. Now let's sand it. I'm gonna use this 220 grit and smooth it down more. Here. It's looking pretty good. Okay, I got it pretty good. Now let's start installing the hardware. This little weight that I'm gonna put inside of it, so it's a slow floating, and has a ring on it that I'll just use as a hook hanger. I kind of screwed up, so I'm just gonna try to melt the thing and then try to get it in then. Well, I couldn't figure out how to melt them, so I flattened them down and I'm gonna cut them up into little pieces. But I promise next video I will learn how to melt them. Didn't add too much weight to it, but it should be enough. Now it's time to add baking soda and super glue. I got it in there. Now I'm gonna pat it down and wipe away the excess. I'll just give it a second to dry. Now I have to sand it down because it's a little uneven. I'm gonna use my Dremel to do the lip. I got my hole. Now let's make the lip. Use these snippers to make my lip. Film it, but I made this little piece that goes inside and it fits good. So I'm starting to make the shape of the lip. The lip, now I'm gonna clean it up. A little bit of super glue on the edge of the lip, and then I'm going to fill it in with baking soda and super glue. Okay, I got the lip in. I used super glue on both sides, and then I glued it to the back to just lock it in there at first. It's looking pretty even. Now I'll drill some holes for the hooks, and yep. I made one of these things, but this one is kind of crap, so I made this one. It's a lot better. So I'm gonna put that in. I got this in, it's ready to be dipped for clear coat, but when I was looking at the lip, I noticed it was a little bit off, so I heated it up, and as you can see, there's like a little twist in it, and that's because I heated it and twisted it. And I also drilled this hole and it was off, so I'm going to bend the thing I'm going in over this way a little bit, so that it'll be centered. Yep. Alright, I cut it down and put it in and bent it. Once we put the O-ring in, it'll be all good. I'll dip it in this, and then I'll go hang it to dry. It's hanging to dry, and it's looking pretty. Alright, it got all dried. It looks pretty good, but I don't know what to paint it. So I need you guys to go in the comments and say what you're gonna paint this, because I don't know, and then I'll upload either a video or a short about that. So yep, subscribe.